ready to go? Market's opening soon. Just putting some warm coffee in my cup. More cowbell! More cowbell! Yeah, baby, yeah. Let's go. All right, welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 21,000 foreign exchange traders. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis with the overriding goal of planning our trades in advance. Now, why would we do that? Because trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results, but please, 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 stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. All right, let's get in. The market's going to open soon. Here's our trade plan from yesterday on Bitcoin. What do you stink? Smell like a plan? Yep, yep, yep. So how do you feel about the market? Well, let's take a look and see. It seems that 40 people have completed the poll, and so this is our version of market sentiment. Just asking retail Forex traders, what are they trading today? 60% are risk on. 17% are very risk on. 22% are risk off. Oh, okay. Well, good to know. Let's ask a few others on what they're doing right now. Let me log in to TRADARS so we can take a look, do some fundamental analytics. Okay, and for that we would go to the risk gauge. Well, there you go. How do you feel about that? Is that helpful? So now you can, throughout the day, any day, ask long term, short term, medium term, risk on, risk off. It's pretty nice, isn't it? Yeah. So what do you think the market feels? Well, 331. So it's definitely skewed to risk on. Is it very risk on? No, but it's risk on. So for those that said 60%, for the 60% that said risk on, the market generally agrees to you. And the definition of market is looking at short term treasury markets, stock markets, yen markets, gold market, long term treasury market, dollar market, volatility market, and the options market. When you ask them the same thing that I just asked you, by asking, what I mean is when you track the way they're placing money into the market, when you correlate them, it's leaning on the risk on side in aggregate. Now you can break them down. Treasury yields, right? Hot money is dropped by 0.5%. That's good. S&P 500 is up 2.65%. That is good. Yen is flat. That's neither here nor there. Gold is flat, neither here nor there. Treasury yields on the long-term markets, on the long end of the yield curve, is generally flat, but I'd even call that a negative one. So I might even go negative 2. Or I should say 2 instead of 3, but you can score it any way you want. You have the data. Dollar is strong. That's not good. Volatility is down. That is good. And the put call ratio in the options market favors the bulls. So this says 3. I'd give it a 2. Well, the daily is mixed really because it really hasn't gotten going. Look, most things haven't done a whole lot yet. So this is likely to change throughout the day. Okay? Nice. I want to look at the hot money here. And oh, so we're back above 4 today. Ooh, yucker. Yucky. That's poopy diapers. Don't like that. Options traders, they're quite risk on, and in fact, this is usually when they wimp out, huh? When we get to this level here below zero point 0.8, seems like it doesn't last very long, huh? But look at this move. Definitely in the last couple of weeks, moved back towards risk on. Notice this was an opportunity way back in January, and this was an opportunity on the 14th here. And look at the change. Definitely too high, and then down here around 7, so between 8 and 7, 0.8 or 0.7, it tends to be supportive, huh? Profit taking maybe. Yeah, it's good to know. Russell's still doing great. I checked all of this a few hours ago. Seems generally the same. Looks like some of the Swissy pairs are still doing quite good. Aussie's strong today. Cool. Euro really giving a lot back. Ooh, I wonder if that's going to lead to dollar strength. So far, no. What's on the calendar today? Tonight, Aussie CPI. Cool. We're kind of on the free and clear plan. that doesn't mean there isn't news. So when you go to the market sentiment tools, we have a couple of different things. Okay. You see that there's no news on the calendar today. Doesn't mean there isn't news. This one shows you that either the news on the calendar doesn't have volatility, or if it does have volatility, there's no reliable, repeatable pattern inside of that. You can consider that chaos theory. But there is news on the calendar, and you'd get it right here when you log in.
U.S. dollar Canadian dollar technical outlook. Price reverses at 100-hour MA. Eyes swing area support at 1.4268.
Eurozone, PMIs rise on industrial optimism and front-loading, ABN AMRO. Learn to invest, when to sell a stock.
Trump's World Liberty Financial says it will launch dollar-pegged stablecoin. Crypto Morning, SEC, FINRA iCrypto, Tornado. Cash users demand justice. RWA hits $10 billion TVL.
Feds Williams, households and firms seeing heightened uncertainty. United States Red Book Index, year over year, increased to 5.6% in March 21 from previous 5.2%. United States S&P Case-Shiller Home Price Indices, year over year, meets forecasts, 4.7% in January. United States Housing Price Index, MOM, in line with expectations, 0.2% in January. Pound tracks broader tone in the U.S. dollar, Scotiabank. Jim says, got the voices fixed. No, this one works. It's the one I'm streaming on YouTube. Those voices stopped working. So I'm spending time and money fixing something I give away for free. I know. Stupido. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, working on that. So Case-Shiller shows prices going up. And then we look at here, new home sales, as a percentage and as a total. And that's coming up in 28 minutes. Now, it doesn't provide reliable, repeatable patterns inside the volatility, or provides no volatility at all. But fundamentally, it's interesting because we're going to be able to see if interest rates are killing this part of the market. So last time, new home sales dropped by almost 11%. Can't be good, right? Can't be good, no. But now we expect interest rates to be cut twice by the end of the year. Maybe only once, but right now, what the Fed says is twice. Okay, great. So if that happens, this will pick up. So that's kind of the interesting part of today's news, is how will it affect things, huh? Okay, look at this Gartley. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, so a down could lead to an up. So think of this Gartley as a three-wave correction. Okay, so I'm not an Elliott wave guy, but let's say there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then back this way. I think that's how it fits in there, right? I'm not a Elliott wave guy, but that makes sense to me technically. What you don't see is the previous trend or higher time frames. But the Gartley is trying to fit it in there for you, and that Gartley may be forming. So this isn't formed. This is not a signal. This is pattern recognition saying if we go from C to D, then that could be a Gartley, which would then lead to higher high, higher low, much higher high, higher low, higher high, which would be Elliott wave. But this is just doing pattern recognition. It's pretty simple. The thing is, it's doing this on 7,500 charts, looking for reliable, repeatable patterns. Yeah, that's it. Just 7,500 charts. Yeah, that's it. So I spent some time the other day teaching scalping. Did you guys like that? I guess it was yesterday. These are all the scalping opportunities. Yeah. Do you guys enjoy that? You like it? So we had this one, and our line 86,400, 86,400. And then we have it rising. Yeah, okay, cool. Now, we did this yesterday, and we were up here. You're like, well, Wayne, a scalper would scalp it down. Oh, not me. I still scalp in the direction of my bias. So what we did is we analyzed this zone, and what you want to do is look for bullish patterns. And then get your long on, baby. Get your long on. That's one way of doing it. Anyways. So even if I'm scalping, I'm direct. Okay. We also did scalping on oil. Okay, look at this. Let me zoom in. I had to zoom into an hour. But our scalp yesterday, remember the X? Then wave 2 is higher high, higher low, which would then predict somewhere up near the X. And look where we are right now. What do you think? Is this helpful? Okay. Remember, we did it all yesterday on a 1-minute chart and a 5-minute chart. So here we are 24 hours later, and I have it going up to 70. And we're at 69.82. Seems like we're pretty close. I'm long at 66. No, 66. So that's $4. That's pretty good for oil. $4 is the equivalent of 400 pips. Okay. What you should be learning is stacking and packing. But this little move up here is just another scalp. That's it. Just another scalp. Nothing really interesting about it. There's no pivot points here or anything. There's some moving averages. It's just price action. You don't like it? It makes you mad. We can look at the stock market. Okay. And we had two scenarios, right? Kick it off the moving averages or kick it off the roll reversal. Looks like the moving average so far has worked. That's seasonality, Hakeem. I'm taking profit in June. When I took the trade a week and a half ago, that's what I said. How nice is that? Yeah, so there could be Osama, there could be, you know, that this is why we have markets that move like that, right? Where you have ups and then downs and higher high and higher low and higher high and higher low and higher high, higher low, and even little corrections like I showed you in Elliott wave. So Elliott wave guys go like this, and then this, and this, and then this. That. There's always pullbacks, no matter where you are, right? There's always pullbacks. So we hit M4, okay, so we might top out and move sideways for 3 or 4 days. But if I'm going to be in it for 6 weeks to 12 weeks to 24 weeks to maybe forever, 5 years, 10 years, then it doesn't matter, does it? So if you're constructing portfolios, maybe you're only buying dips, placing stops, and then wait for the next buy dip and place a stop and then wait for the next buy dip. If it dips 10%, well, some of your trades will probably be taken out at break even. But then you'll build it back up when it turns bullish again, right? And it's just, that's all. Okay. Or you scalp, but I've been teaching you how to scalp recently. It's what we definitely have that as part of our repertoire. Okay. Gold is trying to head up. I would have thought a little bit more of a pullback. But when we look at this chart, we're bullish. That's it. Technically and fundamentally. So let's analyze gold, because a lot of people here like gold. All right, let's analyze it. What does the market feel? How does the market feel about gold? It's not so sure right now. This is sentiment, not price. There's kind of a fizzle. Gold is kind of fizzled out on the radar. All right, well, how about let's not talk about feelings. Let's talk quantitatively. If you did macroeconomics, what about gold logic? Still very bullish. So now you have to think ahead and say, well, if gold starts making higher highs again, guess what? The whole market's going to start writing about it. And their opinions are going to go from neutral to bullish, right? Because the market lags. If you read about it, somebody else with a plan is already making money. So you have to stay with this and say, okay, yesterday we were a 7 on gold, and now we're a 9. Oh, okay. That's nice. But the market has been cooling off. But this has not. It's actually been heating up. So this is saying gold just overnight has a little more rationale for some up. Okay. And it's turning up. Oh. And then after, let's say it does make higher highs, guess what? Sentiment will turn bullish again. Huh. So you got to be the boss. You got to be the leader. Everyone else is a follower. Right? Blue Horseshoe loves gold. Cool, right? So should we be buying gold? Well, we can dive into that a little bit and say, well, what is our expectation? Yeah, that's our expectation statistically. It's not a pattern. It's not technical analysis. I'm getting a different point of view. This is statistical analysis of price time data. Statistically, this data set shows a bullish trend with a linear projection, a best case scenario in the next 7 days going up to $3,124. Now, it doesn't know anything about pivot points and all-time highs and all that. This is just linear projection of this data set. Oh, okay. So maybe we go there, somewhere between, near 3,100 to 3,125. If you're a bull, you're going to think on the higher end of this data set. Or if you're not, as this is very bullish fundamentally. Now, if you're not so sure, then you're going to probably think of it more conservatively, but be a bull. Well, that would be the conservative point of view if you're a bull, or the aggressive point of view if you're a bull is this. But if you're a bull, you're not thinking down. So then you go to the charts and you're like, ooh, we're in that take profit zone. Yes. So you wait your turn. Okay. And I know it's take profit zone because there it is. You should know that. That's basic. That's kindergarten stuff. All right. So cool. But what if you want to remain bullish? And statistically, we have, possibility. Possibility. All right. Possibility, not probability. It's just linear projection of what has already happened. Doesn't predict the future. But then you can say, well, okay, I want to know when, using pattern recognition tools, when others seem to be pushing the gold market up. Now, we did all of this, I think, yesterday, and we had nothing. Now we do it today, and we have bullish, bearish. But eventually, after the 3 drive, then potentially bullish. So not quite ready, maybe and maybe. Yesterday we had nothing for gold as a bull. Today we have maybe. Something has changed. Yes. And sentiment hasn't caught up yet because it hasn't become bullish yet. But maybe you're in and you help the world feel more confident about gold, and everybody gets in after you. What does that do? Pushes up your trade. You have to be a leader because they don't have the same level of data that you have. You're a smarter, more sophisticated trader and investor because you have better tools and better training. Hey, someone's got to be better than the best. Best believe you're the baddest. So this is still early, but you can start plotting your strategy. In this case, it's really tactics. Your strategy is to stay a bull, be a bull. You understand the market's not quite ready, so maybe you interpret this as you want to get long, but there's a little bit of extra risk because it hasn't caught the big wave yet. So maybe you drop your lot size and tiptoe in. But it's better than doing nothing or knowing nothing. So there's giant maybes here. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is cool. So the orange line is my strategy. So far, so good. This candle seems to be early, but I'm not the one that makes that decision. Everybody else does, the aggregate. So I'm already in April. So is it possible everyone else is thinking April too? Yes. What's the swing trade for the week? Okay. I'm going to destroy this because you should need to know. Let me change this for you. I want to show you how straightforward this is. Okay. Okay. Template. Okay. I want to put my uh, uh, bias. Okay. And I'm going to open this up. Okay. Biased pivots tell me the bullish swing trade for this week. If I'm a bull, and fundamentally I am a bull, okay, what is this week's swing trade? By the way, we do this on Thursdays. So I know it's Tuesday, and you're like, dude, yeah, well, we did the plan on Thursday. So if it's Tuesday and this is new to you, this might be what's holding you back from your destiny. Okay, so let's take a look. You ready? Let's go into a smaller time frame now. Oh, is that the buy zone? Uh-huh. Oh, a little more helpful now, isn't it? So what about when you got down to the possible double bottom? All right, let's do a skippity scalpity. Skippity scalpy, tickety, bibbity bobbity boo. When do you go as a scalper? When do you go? This is the right shoulder of a double bottom. Go, 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 go. Makes a higher high. Okay, so when you have a higher high, look left. By the way, this is straight out of our price action course. Take the old resistance, drag it across, and that's your new buy zone. So it drops down, you buy it. Go, 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 go. New higher high. Okay, now you have to make a judgment call. It's either here or here. Okay, comes down. Another scalp. Go, 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 go. So real time. Now we're higher high. What do you do? Well, that's not quite. So this tool will do it. This tool will do it. Okay, so somewhere in here. Okay, cool. So if you're going to scalp one more time, yeah, I see the top. I see that up there. But generally speaking, as a scalper, that's your plan. Do you sell? No, you're a bull. What do you think? Is this good? But if you didn't know to look for this, then you don't know how to trade. Don't get all pissy at me, by the way. I'm just striking a chord with your emotions so that you do something. You act. I know you know, but are you acting? That part I don't know. Okay? Now, what if this one failed? You would have lost a little bit of money and you would have stopped trading until we got back down to plan B, which has been highlighted for weeks. Cool. So this is just a trade, especially if you're a scalper. This is how you scalp, or I should say, this is how I scalp. Okay. It's nice, isn't it? It is nice. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. I have a goal this year to get you to use traders.com and for it to cost you nothing. That's my goal. I want every single one of you to use traders.com. Pretty simple. Well, some of the media and people are always going to have a fear bias when they don't know what's happening. Now, I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm saying when you don't know or you feel like it's random, because that is what people say. Oh, it's a random walk down Wall Street. Only if you don't know what the heck you're doing. And that would be frightening. So you would always be worried about such things. Yeah. So when I was a VC, I didn't know anything about trading. I knew nothing. I didn't know what a chart was. I didn't have a stockbroker. Like I really absolutely knew nothing. In fact, I despise the idea of trading and 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 investing into the stock market because as a VC, that's way too late. So anyway, so I really knew nothing. But this was during the .com days, and I still remember day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, people were on Bloomberg and CNBC during the .com days saying, this doesn't make any sense. Everything's overpriced. This is all degenerate gambling, and the market's going to crash. Now, were they right? Yes. 8 years later, after the market went up 1,000%. And then finally, 8 years later, it collapsed, and they're like, see? So they predicted, 9 out of the last 1 recessions. So all those concerns might be real concerns. Yes, it was overvalued, but that's not how the money was flowing, right? So they're good concerns, and you should know these things when you invest. But the fear is a killer. And the fear comes from not knowing. The unknown is very frightening. Okay? The unknown is very frightening. So you need to have data. This is what Harvard means by Illuminati. It's the truth through knowledge. This what illuminates you. The separation is most people don't know, and some people are illuminated with the knowledge. So you have to have the data. That's all Harvard's ever saying. And now you have the data. You're right. You're illuminated. And so you might have a fundamental scenario of you want to buy gold. You understand the market's not quite ready. The market has been cooling off based on sentiment, but now you're at key levels of price. And look at this, gold just changed even just now, right? And so you're watching gold. Oh, it added this one. See, now we have that scalping I was just showing you has now turned into a small uptrend. See, this seems, when you do pattern recognition on top of technical analysis, on top of fundamental analysis, on top of market sentiment analysis, this might be warming up. And everyone else is guessing. kind of cool, isn't it? I am super excited. Okay. S&P 500 up, S&P 500 up, ASX up, ASX up, DAX down. So if you don't know how to read this, look in the description below the video on YouTube. There's a download link to download a cheat sheet. And I promise you, there's no sales sequence of trying to get you to upgrade stuff. I simply spent an afternoon, actually it was early evening, with my daughter. She was studying for exams. So I'm like, I'll take you to Starbucks and buy you a drink while you study. And I brought my laptop and I created a visualization tool, a memorization tool for you to learn these patterns. Then I created a system where you fill out a form and then it emails it to you. And that's the end of it. Cool, right? Does it send you an email to get you to buy something? No. Would that be clever of me? Yeah. But I don't, because that's not my intent. My intent is for you to know how to trade these. So there you go. Mission accomplished. So anyways, don't long the DAX. There seems to be, and probably an Elliott wave to the downside on a higher time frame. ASX, okay, be careful up here near 8,000. There's a potential for a bigger drop. DAX on the daily is bullish to consolidating. So it's still bullish, but if we drop below that moving average and we get down to support, I think the vulnerability is this becomes, okay, a reversal. In my book, how do I describe a reversal like this? Hmm? 15 years ago, what did I teach you about a potential reversal like this? The markets reverse like an old man easing into a hot bath. It's so funny, my Amazon reviews are like, this is like every other Forex book I've ever read. And you're like, I don't think you read it. Because that can't be true. Because I hadn't read any other Forex books. So anyways, is this a reversal pattern? No. No. It's saying, this is plausible or this is plausible. Yeah. Cool. But I would be concerned if I was me, because I'm measuring this distance to this distance, and that's a 786, maybe even a 100%. And that sets up the old man. So I still have to be a trader. I still have to know patterns and price action. And I can see the price action will bust that pattern, because this pattern hasn't happened yet. It's not predicting the future. It's saying the next leg in the pattern. But if you know price action, you're like, oh, yeah, well, that's vulnerable to the downside. Oh, for sure. And then I go, old man. my God, this is so good. Yeah. So these are just doing pattern recognition for you, but you still need to know how to trade. So guess what? I think I need to hit the kill switch here because subscribers to TRADARS have the treat of meeting with David Pegler today. And he's going to go over price action and fundamentals. Maybe he has a lot of insight into the professional process of trading. You'd be shocked. It's quite different from what you do as a retail trader. Okay. Derek, you have to be a subscriber to traders.com for that. In fact, you have to be a subscriber to the pro level membership. And when you have the pro level membership, it unlocks that. I'm changing the process so when you sign up, it'll be, my vision is you'll sign up and then it says, hey, do you want to add the prop firm? And you're like, yeah, boom, it'll just add it. Yeah, and then it'll take you right into the application. Right? So the idea here, Derek, is you put in, you subscribe for $300 a month. Hakeem, try Amazon.com. Yeah. All right, the idea here is you pay $300 a month for the pro membership, which includes the prop fund. Okay? If you trade enough, you'll get a rebate. The rebate could be $100. It could be $200, but if you're in the prop firm, it could be as much as $300. Cool. When you join the prop firm, you get an equity boost. You have to put in $5,000, and you'll get an equity boost of $20,000. That's it. What kind of trading can you do? Anything you want. Scalp, spot, swing, trade, carry, position, upside down, inside out. Nobody cares. Don't lose your $5,000. Can you hold over the weekends? You can do whatever you want. Don't lose your $5,000. Can I trade Bitcoin? Yes. Don't lose your $5,000. What about gold and oil? Yes. Yes. Don't lose your $5,000. Starting to get it? Now, should you do bigger trades? No, I don't recommend you do bigger trades. I recommend you do more smaller trades so that you can benefit from a better data set, so you take luck out of the equation. And you also get the benefits of diversification. Also, there's less emotion, so maybe you let your winners run. And if you can get to that point, I think that's when you start making some money. Now, you're starting to make money on this $25,000 account. Great. How much do you get to keep? 100%. Plus, if you're trading enough, you'll get $1, $2, or even your full $300 back. So now TRADARS, markets, fundamentals, technicals, performance coaching, costs you nothing out of pocket. The $20,000 costs you nothing out of the pocket because you got your $300 back, and you get to keep all the profits. No, Jim, but I'm working on that. They are working on the technicals, Jim. Well, the back office technicals, right? Not charts. And so they got through a major part of the setup. Now they're moving to the next one, and then we'll get to that. Yeah. So again, hang on. But people are working for you. So that's there's the sales pitch. I hope you make money and TRADARS cost you nothing. Okay? That's right, Derek. And in that process will be instant. So okay, you put in the 5K and you have 25,000 in equity so that you can do more mini lots. Don't do bigger trades. Don't go all in. I'm trying to help you build a sustainable business. So maybe in the beginning you only get a $99 rebate, or sorry, $100 rebate. Good, good. That's fine. It's now more affordable. Cool, right? Yeah, that's all. The goal is that 10 years from now, I'm still on your team. You're still trading. You're successful, and you've grown the small account into a nice chunk of change. Okay. The cool thing is you don't have to take money out of the account to pay for TRADARS because I send you the TRADARS in cash. The TRADARS rebate is in cash. You'll have to find out, Stingray. But I've known them for over 10 years. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay, so think of it this way. I don't want you to withdraw money from the trading account. So let's say you grow it from 25 grand to 3 grand. Can you take the 5 grand out? Yeah, it's your money. It's fine. But I don't want you to. I want you to grow it so that you build it into a nest egg and get some serious money. So then how do you get the rebate? I'm going to email you cash through PayPal. So maybe in the beginning, you only get a $99 rebate, but your account gets bigger. So slowly you increase your lot size. And then all of a sudden now you're getting a $200 a month. Great. Keep growing your trading account. Then after a while, you get to $300 rebate every month. Cool. Now it costs you nothing to be in the program, and you're growing your account size. Keep at it. Do you have the right to withdraw it? You can't withdraw the 20 grand. But if you have a $50,000 account, you can take out the 25 grand. Yeah, totally. But why not grow it into 100 grand? That's up to you. But the idea of me sending you cash and not giving you credit or taking it out of your account, I don't want you to take it out of your account. I don't want you to make money here, rob Peter and pay Paul. And I'm Paul. So instead, what I'll do is through PayPal, you'll get an email and it says, hey, FX Bootcamp just sent you $200. Click here to accept. Now you have cash. So you got paid back. Meanwhile, all the money is still in your account. You see? It's actually pretty cool if you have a long-term vision like I do. I want you to treat this like you have a small, sustainable, institutional trading firm with an amazing infrastructure and an entire team of experts working with you every day. I want you to be a professional. Okay? Nobody thinks like the Wayne do. Okay? I built this for you. Yeah. So wait, so it costs nothing potentially, or at some point, let's say in some point, through your conservative, repeatable trading success, through infrastructure, training, and access to experts, this all becomes free and you keep all the profits. Yeah. Therefore, you'll never quit. That's my goal. So then we can do conferences where we meet up as professionals, not amateurs meeting with a guru and I give you a rah-rah speech. I don't like this. I want you to be a success. So we meet up as successful professional traders and investors. Some do scalps, some spots, some swing, some do futures, some do, Forex, some do stock indices. Great. And we get together in a big room at a nice place, and everybody in the room makes money. Okay? and we party like it's 2099. That's my vision. I want you to be, I'm not happy unless you have a sustainable trading business and you make institutional quality decisions because you have the data and you have the team. Does anybody share this vision? Does that sound attractive to anybody? Let me know I'm doing the right thing because I've gone all in. Tell me I'm right. So now I have to update the whole website. I'm working on that. JP says yes. Tom says yes. Hmm? Do 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 do. Ba 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 da. Ba 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 da da. Ba 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 da da da. Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Yeah, Samu's in. Anybody else share my vision? Okay, well, we got 4 or 5 people lined up. That's exactly right, Richard. Derek BLL, well, hell, Rockets for Anthrax. Derek's in. JGB is in. Yeah. Well, Richard, if you're not ready to do the prop, don't do the prop. That's it. One of the things I'm trying to work through though, is what if you're not ready to do the prop? Because you're only doing 1 or 2 mini lots a day. You're still learning and all that kind of stuff, right? Okay. Well, what if I could double your account on that just because I could negotiate it? It might be interesting. So wouldn't that be neat? Like you're like, man, I'm still learning. I only got $1,000 and I'm not very successful yet. Wouldn't it be cool if you deposited 1,000 and had 2,000 in equity? Just I don't know, just because I can do it. Yeah, but that would be a lot of micro lots, right? Yeah, everything counts. You can do minis, you can do micros, you can do standards. Whatever. It's you know. You got your real money at risk, so don't be stupid. I want people to think about this as an opportunity to build a sustainable business. That's it. So if you're a degenerate gambler, and I'm not saying you are, Stinger, or anybody, but let's say if someone was a degenerate gambler and they're trying to get rich quick, I don't even want them to breathe our air. You're not welcome at traders.com. You're going to stink the place up. We're not interested. There are plenty of people that'll charge you $60 and promise you millions of dollars. Uh-huh. Go there. Did I mention there was no evaluation? Hmm? No exams, no evaluations, no trials. Trade with your capital plus our equity boost. Keep 100% of the profits. And potentially pay nothing through our rebate program. Dude, it's insane. It's insane. Yeah. So anyway, I want you to win. I'm here for you. All of this is being done. There's so many people working to get all these tools and resources. I have a couple of upgrades coming that will blow you away. It's all time and money. And my motive is to give your money back, give you all the tools and resources you need for success, and for you to make money. And you keep all of it. Let me know if you get a better deal somewhere else. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. I love you, babe, but I got to jump. That was real. Have a great day. Oh, and don't forget, David Pegler coming up in 20-something minutes. And then I will be up at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So there's still at least 2 more hours of performance coaching today. At least. Cool. I'll see you there. Have a wonderful